fight. It's a non-title fight. Chael Sonnen's smack-off title is not at stake. The champ got to pick who he wanted to go first, either him or Mike. Chael chose to go second, so he'll go first as we start off round number 2. Now, like any great fight, you need a ring card girl. And where do you go for ring card girl? Somebody suggested who they thought was, quote, the sexiest woman in the jungle. Well, that's a no-brainer, right? That's Lisa from Indy. So, I now introduce to you the official ring card girl of the jungle, who's going to get us from round 2 to round 2. Lisa in Indy. Lisa, how are you?
Rom, I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. Do your thing.
This is intense. I was telling KB, I think it's making me sweat more than I do when I'm wrestling. I mean, just back and forth, I'm really, really impressed. But I know that basically what's going to happen is Mike and Indy's going to have to take his socks off and get his real wrestling on, just like I do when I'm at home. But Chael, I don't know. It's like he's doing great, but this fight is between him and Mike, so I really think he needs to bring his game.
All right, Lisa. Thank you very much. No, really, Lisa, thank you for that. There is the official ring card girl of the jungle, Lisa in Indy. Here it is, round 2. Let me say this before I go to it. Looking at Twitter, I'd say it's evenly scored. It's too close to call for fact. Look at Twitter yourself. But ultimately, it's up to the judges only. Chael, you start round number 2. Do your thing, Chael.
Yeah, sorry, Mike. I put the phone down while you're talking to make myself a hot pocket. It's my cheat day. I don't know what you said, and frankly, it doesn't even matter. By the sound of your voice, I had to double-check you were even of legal age to say the things I'm about to smack right across your face. When is that voice going to drop? Look, it was cute that you at least showed up for the fight, and for your troubles, you'll leave with a lesson. Next time you want to spar with grown folks, at least have the decency to develop an ounce or 2 of muscle tissue on that frail body first. You punch someone with those twigs, your elbow would snap in half. We all gave you a chance, Michelle in India. The cameras were rolling. The tape recorders were full of blaze. The crowd was roaring. It was down to the wire. You were getting pummeled against the rope so badly that Parkinson's disease just walked into the ring and crawled into your brain through your ear hole. Everyone was waiting for you to turn it around. Everyone was waiting for you to reverse the momentum, upset the game, win the championship ring. So what did you do when it was your turn to bat? You shriveled up like a little cowardly ball, closed your eyes and said, just please, don't get it in my hair. Yuck! Look, when your pimp grabs you by the leash and tells you to prepare for something called the smack-off, he isn't referring to your vocation as a part-time extra in low-budget amateur snuff films, okay? Let's make something very clear. I hate wasting my precious people's champ time on scorned, overtly emotional females with throbbing, vindictive hearts, but I'm sure you look sexy as hell in heels. There's a reason guys like me have names bestowed upon them like champion, icon, philanthropist, and chumps like you are called, well, Mike. Now, let's discuss something that actually matters. Come on over here, Mike. Have a seat on my knee. Wipe the mascara from your face. Look at your reflection in my championship belt and say this along with me so that you never forget it again. Former gangster, current felon, and still smack-off champion, Chael P. Sonnen.
All right, Chael. There it is. We now bring in Mike. He's going to finish this fight. Mike in Indy, repping Team Midwest Mafia. Last shot at it. I want both of you to stay on afterwards because I'm going to talk to the winner. Mike in Indy. Do it, Mike.
Rome, I'm calling Chael by his real name because I want history to know who got his ass whooped today. Chael P. Sonnen. Very pathetic effort so far, Chael. The Midwest Mafia is going to be celebrating tonight with a party that'll make LeBron's South Beach bender look like a Rotary Club ice cream social. Chael, I know you've been trying to work on your punching, but I don't think training with a shake weight exclusively is going to get it done, bro. I know, Chael. That shake weight looks so good in that commercial, but I'm telling you, if you bring this patty cake tickle monster crap into the octagon with Silva, he's going to go Miami Cannibal on your face. You know, I got to give Dana White some credit, though. Unlike the NFL with all those brain damage lawsuits, Dana brings in the dumbest blockheads in the world so that after they get their heads beat in a few times, you can't really notice or prove the brain damage as easily. But this sport is awkward as hell. There's really no other way to say it. For Chael, a bad day at the office involves some man straddling his legs around Chael's face with the dude's groin in close enough proximity to make Toby and Houston feel uncomfortable. And if beating somebody's face in qualifies you as an athlete, then the bums I just saw slugging it out over a crusty bagel must be Olympic decathletes. The fact that idiot Kimbo Slice came in and carved everybody up is all we need to know about the UFC, bro. Chael, I worn you down like the overmatched scrub you are, and now I'm in the position for that move you're very familiar with because it beats you every time. The same move Silva used to fart on your head and finish you off last fight? That's right, the triangle choke. And the thing is, even when you know it's coming, Chael, you still can't stop it. So before I put you to sleep, that's for you, Chael.
Mike in Indy. All right, fellas, both go back to your corners. It's done. It's over. Fight day. Chael Sonnen, the smack-off champ. That's a non-title fight. Mike in Indy did bait him, called him out, and got him to accept the fight. And now what's done is done. We're going to go to our scorecards. How do you clones have that at home? We will take this break. We will come back. We will announce the winner and a quick Q&A with him. Who do you have? Team Chael or Team Midwest Mafia? We'll announce the winner when we return.
You're listening to The Jim Rome Show. Southern California, this is the Jim Rome Show on the Premier Radio Networks.
Welcome back to this segment brought to you by ESET Clones. Do you remember how my computer used to get all jacked up? Yeah, that was before I installed ESET on my rig. Do yourselves the same favor. Visit eset.com/Rome for a free trial and special pricing. Do it right now. It's a non-title fight. It's kind of a match fight. And it's a rematch of sorts. Chael's smack-off title is not at stake no matter what happens. He is still the smack-off champion until next year. But it's a fight nonetheless. And we go to the scorecards. I have a winner. By unanimous decision. The winner of today's fight. Mike in Indy. Up on the cage right now, acknowledging the Midwest Mafia. Mike did it. All right, now keep in mind, Chael is still the smack-off champ. Nobody can take that from him. He will defend that title about 11 months from right now. But Mike won today's fight. Mike won the fight. And I think at the end of the day, I thought that Chael was very, very busy. I thought he threw a lot of punches. I thought that Mike was more effective. I thought that Mike was more efficient. I thought that Mike was more accurate. He landed the more meaningful blows. Mike from Indy has that win. Chael's got the smack-off title. Mike has the win today. All right, I want your reaction to it. I'm going to get the reaction of the fighters momentarily. Mike in Indy wins today's fight. I will go to the winner momentarily. And we've got time on the back end. This is not like the smack-off where normally we go right to break, and then we go to the weekend. I want to get your reaction, and I'll do so in just a moment. But before we do that, let's go to the combatants, see how they feel about this. First, to Chael. He won the smack-off, but he did not win today. Chael, it's nice to have you on. You ran into a pretty tough customer today. What's your reaction to the decision, Chael?
Well, first off, a good job. I thought he was very good. I thought he was very funny. So there it goes. Look, Mike, if you're listening, listen, man. There were some prizes that came with the Smack Off Championship. I've already received the TV, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that. I also got 2 plane tickets and two tickets to a sporting event, and those are yours, brother. Wherever you want to go, it's on me.
Chael, you are a class act. What a gracious champ. Chael, by the way, I really appreciate you doing this. I mean, you didn't have to do that. When you first said I'll see you in the Smack Off next year, that made perfect sense to me. I really appreciate you taking part in that too, Chael.
Oh, it's always a pleasure, man. I'm having fun with it. And again, great job, man.
Chael, you are a class act. Take care of business against the Spider. I know I'll talk to you before then, and we'll talk after that fight. Chael Sonnen. I mean, I said this the other day. I said a lot of you, whatever you think about Chael, you may or may not know. I sat with him on my TV show, and we spent a little bit of time together. He's a great guy and a class act. You just heard that. He said, I'm going to keep the TV, but you can have the airfare and the tickets to whatever sporting event you want. He did a good job. He was a funny guy. I mean, that wasn't Chael saying, I got jobbed, I got ripped, conspiracy, bad call. That's like, congratulations, good job. All right, we go now to the winner, Mike in Indy. Mike, congratulations, you did it.
Yeah, thanks, Rome. I appreciate it.
What do you think was the difference in this fight?
You know, I think I landed the heavier blows. I think my strategy was good. You know, I came in prepared. You know, failing to prepare is preparing to fail, and I wasn't going to fall into that trap. I didn't underestimate Chael. He actually brought it stronger than I thought he would. I thought he was going to fall on his face, but he did all right. I commend him on that, and I definitely respect him for coming in at a time where he certainly didn't have to. He was definitely taking a bit of a risk, especially being on the radar this time around. So props to him. I actually didn't think he'd do it, but he did.
Does it take any of the sting away from not winning the Smack Off?
You know, it does. I think it vindicates the people that had my back, that knew I had the kind of game to do this. You know, with the circumstances of the Smack Off, it's just tough to really, you know, get us head to head as much as we otherwise might. And I think people knew that, you know, if I could get my hands on him, that it'd be over.
Are you going to take him up on his offer of the airfare and the tickets to any game you want? And what do you think about that?
Yeah, I will take him up on that. You know, I think that's pretty cool of him, and I think I've earned it with this showing here today. And he can keep the TV. That's cool with me. I appreciate it. It's very gracious of him.
Team Midwest Mafia, Mike, congrats. You did it. Way to show up. You dominated. Excellent effort.
Thanks, Rome. I appreciate it. You put on a first class event here.
You got it, Mike. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Chael, appreciate you. Good job. Both of you. Way to show up. Way to make that thing happen. That's kind of like, I mean, that's a real MMA moment. A real MMA moment. And you see that more in that sport than any other, where guys want to do unthinkable, unspeakable things to each other in the ring, but afterwards there's always that fundamental respect, where they're kind of hugging on each other. You give Chael a lot of credit now. Mike won that fight. Again, I thought that Mike landed the heavier shots. Mike was more accurate. Mike was more efficient. Chael was very, very busy. Threw a lot of punches, tried a lot of different things. I think he just was not as accurate. Put all the credit in the world to Chael. 1, for giving him the fight. 2, for coming in and being a class act in defeat. I'm proud of both those guys. Well done. Mike says, you know what? I think the people who supported me, we all feel a little vindicated today. 1-800-636-8686. All right, call me up. Like I said, unlike the Smack Off, we now have some time to react to it. What do you think about what you just heard? Who do you think won? What do you think about the celebration and reaction to the fight? And do you come out any differently on Chael? 1-800-636-8686. First email through. It says, been listening since the mighty 690 days, but this is my first time contacting the show. I didn't have a horse in this race, but I have to say, in terms of pure smack, Mike won the thing, and by a lot. Awesome show, Rome. You the man. David Kessler. Dear Jome, I retract my last email. I thought that Chael killed Mike in the first round, but Mike pulled it out in the second. Good job, good effort. You guys can pick yourselves up and clean all the blood off. The real winner, though, is all the clones. Great fight. Chris in Calgary. All right. Who do you think won? What do you think about the decision? And if your team Midwest Mafia, is there vindication in that? I want to say again, you know what? Chael's got nothing to be ashamed of. Chael came in and fought a great fight. And by the way, he prepared. He was ready. I just thought that Mike was too tough. Michael landed the heavier shots. Chael won the smack off. Fair and square. Best fighter on that day. Today, Mike was the best. Hey, look, let me tell you about Chael. About Chael being focused, about Chael preparing. He's got the biggest fight of his life in a few weeks. Anderson Silva. And he came in and he was prepared. Mike was just better today. Chael was better the day of the smack-off. Mike was better today. I'm pumped. How do you feel about that thing? I'm pumped. I love the way that went. Good job, fellas. Some want a rematch. Some are saying draw. Some are saying rematch. And they've each got one, right? We need a rubber match? Yeah, look, Chael's got his business. He's got to deal with the spider. Mike's got his win today. We'll go from there. They'll get a rematch. It's called the Smack-Off. 2013. All right, let me get him out so I can come back and take a few of your telephone calls. What do you think? Who do you think won? We'll recap it next.
You're listening to The Jim Rome Show